No! What a stupid place to have wires. Oh no. Wow, I was not expecting to find that under here. I am planning on taking my rat rod to its first show this year. So to do that, we need to tow this caravan. And to do that, I'm going to need to cut the rear arches out because otherwise this is going to rub like hell. So in today's video, we're going to try and remove these plastic panels, plastic arches even, and chop as much away as we can of these arches, just so the wheels don't rub when it's towing the caravan. Let's get into it, shall we? Right, first things first, I need to know what I'm working with here. And I need to know how the hell you get these plastic things off. So let's just, oh, come on. Ah, oh, come on. And it's off. Let's have a look what we're working with here. Ooh. Ooh. So what my plan today is to I'm just going to cut this completely out. That's what we're doing. Cut the arch out, glue the arch back on. Also, there's still a lip on that. I'm going to cut that lip completely off. Should give us a lot more. Should give us a lot more. And once that's back on, you're never going to know. So, let's get to it. Up there and across there. What could possibly go wrong here? Okay, moment of truth. Try and get this off. Oh my God. No! Why was there wire there? No! What a stupid place to have wires. Oh no. Are you actually kidding me right now? That's bloody typical, isn't it? That is typical. I'll go for a wiring loom. Why would it be there? Who would have thought that that would have been there? Who would have actually thought that? Right, let's see. I'm going to have to fix it. I just don't believe that just happened. I don't believe this. Well, you know, what you got to do here is, you cut off this lip, and then the lip inside you fold it up, and then this goes back on, and you never know, and you've got loads of arch room. Never thought somebody would put the wiring loom there.
Oh shit.
That was there. That's all the rear lights.
Oh no. And you just cut through it all?
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
So now I've got to repair the wiring loom.
Why on earth would you put it through the arch?
I don't know. Right. I'm just going to fix the wiring loom and then I'll get back to you when we carry on with the arch. If you want to help support the channel, don't forget to hit the thanks button where you can send me a super like. It really helps support the channel, and then your comments will be highlighted when you speak to me so everybody will know you are a VIP. Okay, it's taken a while, but I've repaired the wiring loom and everything works. So now, this is going to be a pain in the arse, this wiring loom. So now what I want to do is, I want to get the wheel off. Get the car up in the air, get the wheel off, and then what I need to do is trim this as well, and then weld that to there for structural reasons, and then put the arch back on. So yeah, that's what we'll do now. Okay, now I'll start bending these out. Start hammering this up like so. Oh, I mustn't forget to put the wiring loom back inside before I do all this. Let's try this one for size. Look at that. So loads more room in there. Right, now let's trim this edge off. Okay, that edge is out. Once that's on, so much more room for my wheels. So much more room. Right. Let me just, I'm not going to film welding this up because welding's boring, so I'll weld it up and then I'm going to fill these gaps in with a bit of fiberglass, tiger seal it, glue it back on. Job's a good one.
A few moments later.
Right, that is now, I'll get this black stuff off afterwards, although it adds to the effect. Just waiting for this to glue on now. That is all trimmed out, that's welded in there. I've sealed it, all the gaps have been sealed, and now I'm trying to tiger seal the arch back on. So loads of room in there now. Arch is never going to rub on these tyres. While I'm down here, I'm going to be using this as a tow vehicle now to tow my caravan, and it came with these big old heavy duty springs. Now I'm hoping it's not going to jack the back of the car up, but this is what's in it at the minute. At the moment, it's got these really thin springs in it, and when the suspension's down, all these springs are coil bound. They're all just like that. So I'm only getting suspension on this one. It's sat on this Mark IV Golf coilover thing that's wound right to the top. So I'm thinking about putting this heavy duty spring in and getting rid of all that, and then just cutting this to the height I want the car to be, because this will be a lot stronger than that bloody thing for towing and putting anything in the back of the car that I want. So while we're on this side, I'm going to have a look at getting this off and putting this spring in.
A few moments later.
Okay, I managed to get that spring in this side. So let's get the wheel back on, drop this down and see where it sits. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a bit too high for me. You gotta be kidding me. I think that spring even moved. Right, 2 coils. I'd rather have some decent, solid springs for towing and below than some soft, bouncy springs that are going to get coil bound just for looks. Do you know what I mean? So let's try this. It's hot. Oh, I got cramp. It's a bit higher than I like. Okay, that is about that much higher, but I can deal with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other side the same, drive it around for a bit, see how it feels and how it sits and how it drives and stuff. And then if I still want to come down a little bit more, I'll just take another half a coil out. But for now, you know, that's all right. That is all right. Right, onto the other side. Oh, wow. Well, this wing did itself. I wasn't expecting that. Good job I'm cutting all this off. Look at that. The whole body is coming away there. Wow. Wow, I was not expecting to find that under here. Wow. That's mad. Oh, shit. Okay. That's already been cut under there. Right. I'm just going to cut this one off here and see what we're working with. Jeez. Good job on cutting it out. Okay, time to get this coil out. Come on. There we go. And out. Out. Right. Let's put this one in. Cut piece at the top because it sinks into there. Just like that. Let's let this all dry.
Eventually.
Okay, took it for a test drive and that. I think I just need to take half a coil off the back to get it to sit where it was. It's so much better now. When I come off of ramps, there's no bangs, or you can hear the old springs bottom out, but this has got so much more strength in the back now. So I'm going to take half a coil out the back. I'm not going to film that bit. There is creaking going on, but I think that's because there's no rubber on top of the on top of the spring. It's just the metal creaking against the body where the spring seat is. So I'm going to try and find a piece of rubber to go in there.
A few moments later.
Okay, rear spring's taken out again. I've cut half a coil off. I've used an old piece of rubber floor mat from a car, cut circles out of it, put it at the top as the rubber mounting surface thing so it's not metal to metal.
A few moments later.
Okay, now moving on to the front. I don't really need the front doing the same as the back arches for towing really, but whenever I turn the wheel, there's a horrible lip in here that just catches on the tyre constantly. So I think it'd be a good idea. So I'm not sure how to approach this though, because I'm not sure I want to rip these front arches off. This is just a single skin. So on the front, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and get underneath and cut the arch out. Hopefully it's glued further up. Yeah, I'm going to cut the arch out while it's attached to the car, in theory. Okay, this is what I'm working with up here. The sun will let me show you. There's a lip here that's flush with this, so it looks like there's a big gap between here and where the arch is glued at the top. So what I've got to do in theory is get up here, cut a big chunk out of this lip, same as what I did on the back but without removing the arch. Cut that lip out, and then I might trim a bit more off of this because someone's done a bad job. Look at the state of that. Look at that. So I'll trim this up nicer and go from there. Right, let's get to cutting. Okie dokie, let's have a look at what we're working with now. If you can actually see the sun, will let me video it. Up here is now cut back. See up here? This is the plastic with the fiberglass trim, and this is the metal arch, trimmed all the way up. And I've trimmed this edge off of here. That's at least another inch. No rubbing on the front on this side anymore. We want to go to the other side, and then we'll take it for a test drive again, shall we? And there it is. All 4 arches are now completely cut out up to about here. It's glued on at the top. All the plastic or fiberglass arches are on really well. They're not coming off. So I've already took it for a test drive to see if the back's fine. The back's fine. Let's take it for a test drive to see if the front's still rub. Okay, let's start it up. Go for a spin. This is the bit on full lock from stationary. When I turn, that's when it rubs the most on the front arches. So let's test this out. Right, full lock. We got nothing. No rubbing. No rubbages. Nothing. Around the corner. Let's go down a pothole. I've cured every bang and rattle and scrape and crunch in this vehicle now. It's all fixed. All the creaking's gone. I think I've even got rid of an annoying squeak that I've had for a long time. All the creaking's gone. Okay. Yeah. Definitely stiffer on the back, but we like it stiffer. Let's go and test it out on some bloody phone. Let's go test it out on some very of them little speed buttons. You know the ones that make you go you know what I'm on about, the little thin ones. Let's go test it out on some of them. And here we go. We have an entire road full of these ramps. Let's test it out. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Oh, here comes another one. Comes another one. Nothing. Not a single scrape. Nothing. Nothing at all. Happy bloody days. And there it is, sitting perfect, ready for its first ever show. Perfect. Happy days. Right. A little montage just to end the video, shall we?